Hey friends, it's Allison here with AJ's Inspired Life, and I have a new type of video for you. I am so always inspired by everyone's kind of live videos, not live, but process videos while you're working through it. And I haven't really done one. I have a little bit new view on my camera for you on my phone. We'll see how long it lasts. And I am literally putting together my page for today and just thought I would show you a little bit of a process in my fauxbo. As we come to the end of December and the end of this year. If I have enough time on this video, I'm going to show you what I've chosen for next year because I have a new plan. So that's it. I'm just going to chat along with you for a little bit, which is not my normal process. Quite frankly, I normally have music or just my own kind of YouTube video going where I can watch someone else's process. So I'm just going to show you what I have so far. So I'm working in my December TN. I did not make this one. This was a pre-bought one from Michael's in their Faith collection. I did a video a while back on like a sale they were having. I think it was like $1.50 or something crazy for each one. So I grabbed a bunch. I gave a bunch away. I used some at work. And I do like this size. It's very maneuverable. It's very handy. For those of you not in the fauxbo group, I posted a picture in there, but we've had guests here for the holidays, so I have had to pack up my craft room. My craft room, actually, my desk is one of those like wall beds. It actually folds into the bed, and so, but the point being, when we have guests, this room is the guest room, and so everything gets put away and the desk kind of folds down, so I don't have to clean up everything, which may not be a good thing. I probably need to clean my desk. Well, I know I need to clean my desk, but that's not the point. The point is I haven't been crafting in here. I've been crafting out of the kitchen. So I packed up things to go to work up there for, 7 or 10 days or whatever it was. And I really like the size. It's easy to kind of fit in things and whatnot. So I don't know. My goal for next year, you guys will see, is very, very different. So I don't know if I'll be able to maintain it or not, but we'll cross that bridge as we get to it, as they say. So I'm looking for something here. This is the little paper clip I normally have. It just has some, mixed ribbons on it or whatever, and I normally kind of paper clip the page that I'm working on so it looks like that normally on my desk. And so I've posted most of these pictures, but I'll do a flip through at the end of the month. But so today's page, well, today and yesterday, because today is actually Saturday the 29th, and so yesterday, I have not done yesterday's page yet. So I'm going to see if I can do it with you guys on camera. Sometimes I literally don't know. I've never done it. So the way I normally do it is if I know I have some things going on, or if I want to prep a couple pages, I go ahead and do a little bit. So I've gone ahead and added the dates from my daily calendar, which means I ripped up the rest of my daily calendar because I wasn't going to be in here anyway. I took the date off the top, I put them in here so they're prepped. If I have a couple quotes, because I know something's going on that day, then I put them in there. This is, I've been using as much of the Christmas cards as possible. I don't know if you guys can see that. This was just off of an envelope from a Christmas card, which I thought was pretty cool. So I just ripped it, that's the flap, obviously. So I just ripped that off and put it across there. I am at the end of the journal, so I'm only doing one page per day. At the beginning of the journal, it was, a 2-page spread per day. So this was yesterday, and this is today. Today I have a couple quotes that I've printed out. I had a great workout this morning, and so this one, I just kind of love it. It says, "You can't convince your friends to work out? Well, get new friends. All mine are here." And so we just kind of joke about it because we got up early this morning, and although we complain, we had a great workout. So I'm just going to add that in here. We're having a little bit of a lazy day here in Washington. It is pouring rain, and it's post-holiday, obviously. So one of my kids is out right now with Dad, riding bikes, because it's Washington. You just do what you got to do, even though it rains. Okay, so some of us are adapting better than others. And 2 of us are inside, my daughter and I, and Buddy the dog are inside having a lazy day. I'm baking bread, and We can't put away the decorations yet, which I would be doing, but my daughter's having a New Year's party. So she wants the decorations up. So this is another quote. This one I actually printed on sticker paper, which, you know, I just created a document. I grabbed some quotes off Pinterest. You can't really see it, but they give credit to whoever, if possible, and I'm not selling it, so I don't feel like there's any infringe of, you know, whatever, copyright on there. Anyway, so I print it all out on a giant sticker sheet, and it's just something I cut up and use. This is the same idea, although I just printed this on normal paper. And so I put a bunch of motivational quotes or something all on one paper. And so this is like obviously a gym one. This was kind of a different motivational quote, and it says, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seed you plant." Obviously, most of you have heard that quote. So this is going to go on yesterday. I try and put something on the pages, like on my work days, as a little motivation. And we have some soccer washi up here because the first thing we did yesterday morning was soccer. So I have a club soccer player, and so over the winter break, although we are on winter break, they still have practice. So I'm going to put a little sticker here. This sticker came from one of the Happy Planner books. I think this one, I have a bunch, too many. And so I keep them in my cart next to me, the Rosgog cart, or however you say it, from IKEA, as everyone else has. And I just label the side because they're stacked this way, or whatever, this way, I guess, in my cart. And so I just label the side so I can kind of see. So I have a bunch, but you can see how that kind of looks. No, they don't match. I grabbed whatever marker I could. Yes, 2 of them are named the same thing, and I have about 10 more. These are both productivity, which I think I've showed you guys before. So anyway, that's one of my goals that I'm going to show you guys when I set up my January one is I think I'm going on a no buy, no spend 2019. I know, it sounds crazy. I've certainly done like no spend months before, and of course that's the month that you want everything, but I am seriously like covered in terms of stickers and paper. I could craft every day for the rest of my life and live a very, very long time and still not run out of stuff. So I'm seriously working on using what I have. And like a lot of you know, and I think Elizabeth from Never Hopeless has mentioned it briefly, or most recently at least, that I think when we have less stuff, it's easier to use, right? So this last month when I just had my bucket, if you will, a train case, a carrying case that I took upstairs, and I chose very carefully what I wanted to put in there to get my work done while we had visitors here, because I knew I couldn't get into my craft room. And sure enough, you know, I got it done. I had everything I needed. Would I have taken longer to pillage through every single thing on my desk or in my cart? Probably. And just not having to do that made it easy. So anyway, one of my thoughts is just to use up what I have. So there's that. I'm going to outline this a little bit. And what else? I'm just going to note that we started our day with soccer. And so like it won't fit there. I'll probably add some washi here. I'll show you guys that in just a second, because this book is meant, well, I don't know. I say it's a TN because I put them in the, you know, the covers with the rubber bands, but they do have holes. They sold some sort of, I guess, case or whatever with it. I don't know, that you could put it in a ringed system, I guess. I actually don't know what it is. I don't have it. But the point is, when I put tape, you can hear it. It kind of comes through the other thing, and so it has some holes there. So sometimes I cover it like I did here, and sometimes I don't because I wrote here. So It's not professional. It's just me. But I think I will today at least cover these. So I do have some washi here on my desk, and I think I'll just use something, and I'm drawn to some green or something just because this is green up here. I don't know. What do you guys keep your washi in? I have some drawers. Like I have these acrylic drawers. You guys see that? So I have 3 of those on my desk, but they only hold so much, obviously. And I think I'll use this guy today. I have many, I have like 6 of these rolls still on my desk that I've bought in the sets, and they're on my desk. And then I have another whole drawer off to the side, or 2 drawers even, not these little ones, the big plastic ones. So again, lots of stuff I need to use in 2019. Maybe I'll just make a use it up. Just be my year to use it up. So, you guys get to decide how to cut your washi. I never rip it like that, but I thought since this was ripped, get you in frame. Since this was ripped right here, I would rip this as well. I normally, but see the end it leaves you. So, I normally, actually, I'm just going to use the other half right there and do that. So what I normally do is I have this little stamp holder that I use for a lot of my stamps, and anything flat will do. And watch, because it's not quite in that groove, is it? There you go. Pretty close. And so it just kind of gives you a straighter edge. So I normally do that instead of cutting, because sometimes when you're in there with the thing and, you know, trying to figure that out, I don't know. So I'm going to add that. I will just talk about soccer a little bit, and then we'll add a little bit more. So I don't do my pages daily. I try, but I don't. So sometimes it's 2 pages I have to kind of catch up on. I've tried to keep notes like Elizabeth and other people. Sometimes I do put stickers in here. I do collect some things throughout my day, which helps me. And then I normally have my planner right next to me that kind of tells me what I did. So I do have my planner off to the side here. If there's a couple things going on that day. I did want to show you, I always grab things like ads or whatever throughout the day. So this one I thought was pretty cool. You can see it's from the Y. But obviously I'm going to like cut out some of these things, right? And then this quote, strong in spirit, mind, and body, I think I'm going to put that in my new journal for 2019. So I'm going to cut this guy out right here, and I could use my stamp. No, that wouldn't be much help, Allison. I could use my punch, but I don't particularly want to get up and get it right now. So I'm just going to cut around it like this and glue him on to yesterday, because like I said, I try and kind of put stuff on here that reminds me, like this was a work day for me. And so obviously, I like the quote that says, don't judge it by what you reap, but by what you plant, the seeds that you plant. I think that has kind of a powerful message behind it. And I think a lot of times the work I do at work is planting seeds. And it takes a while sometimes to see what is reaped, right? So, and then obviously the mind. So there's that. So started with soccer. These are just, what are these? My Zig 2-ended markers. I have 2 sets. I have the regular set, which is narrow, right? Narrow and fat. And then I have another full set that I found actually at Goodwill, and it has different tips to it but less colors. So here's that set. It was like $4. Is that crazy? And it has different sets including calligraphy and stuff like that, which I use less obviously, but kind of fun. So that's my marker that I'm doing this writing with, and these pages are semi thin. Okay, if you can feel that. So here's a good example. The green writing on the back side. I don't know if you guys can see that a little bit. It came through a little bit. This is not a super thick journal, but it's okay for what I use it for. And if I really wanted to make it thicker, I could put, you know, a lot of it, I have journaling spots or something, and then that obviously covers that up. So, so we'll just say to Gru to practice. Pouring rain. Oh, what did I do in here? I hit the thrift shop because I was looking for something. What was I looking for? Huh. Can't even remember. That's really funny. I went there looking for something specific. Anyway, I ended up not buying anything. I normally go to the gym out by the soccer field. I bought a gym pass out there. It's not my normal gym, but I go there when I drive to soccer because I cannot stand waiting around an hour and a half or 2 hours sometimes for practices, or 3 hours. And I'm not that mom that's going to be running out in the rain. That's not going to be me because I am freezing up here. So I did buy a gym membership, but I did not go yesterday knowing I was going to have a workout later in the day. So, oh, how funny. So see, I'm just looking on here. Look, there's a soccer ball right there. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that out. And then, I'm sure you guys see all sorts of other things on here too. Look, there's this, and I just do a loose cut first. I'm going to just flip my page because I know the next practice we have is on Monday. So I'll just put that there. You can tell I've already put some other stuff in here, so I'll show you that in a minute. This, I'm going to cut out this one also, which is a house. And I'm maybe going to use that today just because I am having a lazy day at home. Baking and cleaning up a little bit and organizing myself for the week that's coming up. I go back to work, obviously, regular schedule this week. So I think I'll just put that here and maybe note, not there, here, because today. And then where? Sometimes I journal as I go and glue things, but sometimes I just glue it in. So just going to commit to that. How about that? Today, we did have the normal workout or, time workout at my friend's gym. And I'm going to put this here because coffee has to come first, even though we had an early morning workout. My body does not really enjoy the early morning workouts, and I needed a little coffee before I even got to the gym. How about that? So, I think, see this one? I'm loving this thing from the Y. I'm going to cut this guy out and do the same thing. So, like I said, my goal is to buy no new stuff for next year for my scrapbooking, journaling, fauxbo, any of it. With the exception, I'll make the exception right now, with the exception of like glue, kind of the staples, if you will. And you can tell I use the high quality glue. Probably got this at back to school or something, I don't know. So I'm going to glue that in there because of our workout this morning. So again, just that one ad, and I've already cut out 3 little things from it. So, okay, I'll get back to journaling. Sorry. All right. And I don't know how long I normally spend on pages too. Sometimes I look at everyone else's pages and I'm like, wow, that must have taken so much time. And sometimes I don't have that much time, but we'll see. So last night we did soccer. I did go to work, so I feel like I'm going to journal like a little bit of something in there. And then I hit the workout there, get you in frame. So again, that's a happy planner sticker. My goal is to use up at least one of the books. How about that? Would that be a good goal? I'm telling you, I have enough stickers, as we all do, I'm sure. And here's like a really old October afternoon label sheet that I have. So what I did in this, just so you guys know, this is all kind of Christmas colors up until Christmas, and then after Christmas I kind of was choosing other colors, so there's a little bit of blue in here. So I think I'm going to use maybe this stamp or sticker or this one maybe actually, to note, because we went out last night. Okay, so I'll do that. So that's kind of the layout of my page. Okay, I kind of tend to kind of maybe do it in sections. And so, I don't know, we'll just see. We'll kind of outline that to tie that in. I was coloring on the back of all my pages, or when I make my magazine TN journals, I cover all the pages with scrapbooking paper, because the magazine page is not something that I find easy to use, obviously, to journal on top of. So I tend to like colored backgrounds, but this is white and I'm doing fine with it, although there's a colored page for you. So, but it's easier. But a lot of this is like Project Life cards too, that I just popped in here to journal on. So making it easy. So, we'll just put work, and I don't like that that's not kind of seen or showing as dark as I want, so I'll make it a little bit work, and then I'll put like short day, and then I think I'll just switch kind of colors and document workout. And I'm sorry, my writing is not one of Pinterest style. I I have very kind of scratchy notes, but you know what? It's my handwriting, and it's in my journal for my memories and my family's memories or whatnot. So that's okay. I think it's hard. I think for some of us, or for me at least, when I do scrapbooking, I didn't want to journal in my writing. Like, I wanted to type it out and cut it out and make it really pretty. So this sort of journaling has been really good for me, or just any sort of art journaling, to really learn just to write and to express yourself through that. So, and then you make mistakes. So I dropped that B down. Can you see that? So yeah, it is what it is, right? Hard, but feels good to lift and prep for competition. All right, so there's that. And then this box I'll do, I need like a little heart or something, because the hubby and I had, we had date night, which is but see, this is the random stuff I have on my desk. Yeah, Valentine stickers, because it's December and everybody should have Valentine stickers. But I got the perfect little heart right here. Look at that. So we had date night last night, and we had kind of bigger plans than worked out. And so we were both like kind of frustrated. We wanted to kind of go out and have an adult, you know, whatever, nice dinner and dancing or whatever. And then by the time, we live kind of far away from where we would do that, like an hour. And it was like, we don't want to drive an hour to do that. Let's just go into town and get something. And so we went into town, and then the dinner wasn't like really what we were expecting either. And so we kind of came home, and we're a little bit like, whatever. But it's not really the purpose of what we do when we're on date night. The purpose is just to have quality time together. So it was great for that. And we had great conversation, and it was just the two of us and stuff. But we were both kind of giggling like, oh man, we have to practice more on date night. So, so we'll just document that. See, little mistake. There you go. All right, and we'll just put home early. I don't do like really extensive journaling. I don't know. It's enough for me to remember, you know, kind of what was going on that day. All right. So that might be it for that day. I might go back in and color a little bit in there. I'm feeling like I want to. I'm kind of drawn to put something else on the page. Oh, and I do want to document. Seeing that pen's too fat, and this one made me not show. We'll try it. Here we go. I am sad that my children are growing as fast as they are. I have 2 teenagers, but it is very sweet to, I have one driver and one non-driver, but it's very sweet. Like they headed out together to my husband's cousin's house, who lives an hour away or so, and to pick up some snowboarding gear that he was lending them or giving them, or I don't know quite what the deal is, but it was very cute. So they went out for hamburgers together and had a good night, and they're good kids together. So, okay, so the other thing I have, I'll show you what I just reached for, is this is a, I don't know, file folder something. I got it at the dollar section from Target a couple years ago. And inside of it, I have those silly dollar stickers from Michaels. Okay. Oh, and I pulled the wrong one. This one I kind of do holidays in. It starts with winter and then goes through Valentine's Day, and there's fall and Christmas in here. So I have 2. So I have this one, and then I have this one that's fatter. Same deal though, same size, just stuffed. And on here, I think I have like a food one. That's tacos. Let's see. One of these has a hamburger. I feel like, oh, look at hamburger. Oops. So this is why it takes me so long, is because I have, again, a lot of stuff, and I can kind of sift through and be like, oh, I need a hamburger sticker, which I don't. Some people, if I were more talented, like Megan, I really admire, just oftentimes draws everything. And I'm amazed by that, because for me to draw a hamburger would be kind of crazy. So I'm just going to put that there and say board gear, and then they got hamburgers on way home. Yep. Okay. So that's kind of that page. I might go in and add a background color. Not 100% right now. And then we're on today. And so, like I said, this morning I already had a workout. I think I will